I'm sure he fought and killed people. And I'm sure the people who attack him or slander him or say he was this and that, they fought and killed people too, Muslim and non-Muslim. Allahu Alam. Fighting and killing is a staple part of the history of man, period. Okay, what does that mean? There were wars fought among the companions. What does that mean? Okay, and I will say this, and of course there's a great deal of controversy about Ibn Abdul-Wahhaab, and that in itself means something. The people are still talking about him and his dawah. But the people are just so fake and just so hypocritical, and they boo-hoo and they talk all of this academic nonsense and blah, 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 blah. And they talk about Ibn Abdul-Wahhaab and he fought this and he killed this and he destroyed this and the caliphate and such and such and such and such and such and such. But the same people that they're claiming that he fought and killed and made takfir on and destroyed, how were their empires and dynasties established? Prime example are the Ottomans. But the bottom line is, the people say that Muhammad ibn Abdul-Wahhaab rahimahullah destroyed the Ottoman Khilafah, he destroyed the Islamic Caliphate, he fought the Muslims, he made takfir, he defined the ilah as something different, ibadah as something different, he made up rules about shirk to kill the people, etc., etc. No problem. They're boo-hooing. The Ottomans, who did they fight? How did they establish their Khilafah? Weren't there Khilafat before them? Wasn't it the Mamluks, the Safavids? And there's countless other people, Shia, Sunni, whatever they were, in which there were major, dramatic blood, battles full of blood that they fought. So Ibn Abdul-Wahhaab wasn't the first person to fight someone. He wasn't the first person to kill someone. He wasn't the first person to fight a Muslim. He wasn't the first person to establish a state. If you read your history, you'll find the Seljuks, they fought people. The Mamluks fought people. The Ayyubids fought people. The Safavids, the Fatimids, they fought people. The Idrisids, they fought people. History books, they're full of bloodshed. Muslim, non-Muslim, Sunni, Shi'i, alike. So get out of here with your fake academic nonsense and your hypocrisy, acting like Muhammad ibn Abdul-Wahhaab is the first person to declare someone a kafir. And he's the first person to fight. And he's the first person to establish. And he's the first person to break off. There were countless schisms among the Muslims. There were countless different fragmentations of the Muslim world in Egypt and Syria and in the Levant, way before Ibn Abdul-Wahhaab was even thought about. So get out of here. Okay, trying to marginalize Ibn Abdul-Wahhaab and put him in a corner like he's the bad guy and the only one in history to do that. All right. So if you read your history, if you read the history, the true history, you'll find all of this stuff laid out. Ibn Abdul-Wahhaab was not the first nor the last Muslim to fight for what he believed was correct. But don't call your hypocritical, one-sided discussion academic, because it's not academic and it's not keeping it real. And the people that you claim to support and say that the Khilafah was stolen from them by Ibn Abdul-Wahhaab, they're the same people that fought and killed other people in other empires and other dynasties. And last but not least is the people who always claim and talk about the Ottomans, there was the last Khilafah of the Muslims, they were destroyed. How do you think the Ottomans got into power? And what do you think was the message of the Ottomans? Do you think the Ottomans were going around on horseback, passing out dawah pamphlets? Do you think the Ottomans were studying in non-Muslim universities? The Ottomans were fearless, fierce warriors. And their state stood because of the sword. That's a fact. So don't try to make it seem like they were just some peace-loving people for the modern Western values that you uphold and you call to. Tolerance, interfaith, acceptance of other faiths. There is no jihad, there's only jihad to nafs. That wasn't the slogan of the Ottomans. The Ottomans is well known. They were warriors. And that was their culture, the culture of Ghazis, the societies of warriors. All right? So read the history, read the facts. Don't be one-sided. And don't listen to anyone who's presenting history in some politically correct, one-sided, picture-perfect silver platter. Stay away from that person because they have no right talking about academics. And Allah knows best.